Hello, it's Natasha. Welcome back to my channel. A couple of days ago, I was in the mood for coloring, and besides, Kathy Rakusin's daily marker challenge is on. So I was in the mood for coloring, and I used an old stamp from Tailored Expressions, which is called Dreamer. I will leave the link to this step in the description, to this stamp set, in the description below, because it is still available. I've had it for ages, and it's a small stamp. It has some red rubber stamps with some sentiment and two dies to die cut these two cute creatures. So I colored these unicorns and this little cute, what kind of animal is this? Okay, and I made this card, so I just masked the center circle, used Picked Raspberry Distress Oxide ink, and used this stencil. It's an old stencil, and honestly don't even remember who is the manufacturer of this stencil. So it has bubbles, hearts, and stars, but obviously you can use any stencil that you have on hand. So I made this card. It's actually a wobbly, it has an action wobbler in it. And I had these critters, right? And I remembered that maybe a couple weeks ago I made a video on how to make this color washes with watercolor washes, and I will leave the link to this video in the screen, in the top right hand corner of the screen. And I had this practice panel left, and I thought that it's a perfect color match with this little cutie, and I decided that why not make a card. But obviously, well, I have two stripes here which don't really work for a panel. So here what we're going to do, so I trimmed this panel to A2 size, and I'm going to use my stencil. I'm going to use stars, and I'm going to use these two colors, Picked Raspberry and Wilted Violet. Okay, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so I have this stripe now with the stars, and I have a panel, A2 size panel of regular white cardstock, and I'm arranging my stripe where I want it on the final card. So somewhere here, right? So remember the rule of thirds. Check the video in the corner. And I'll have my cute little horse somewhere here, I think. Okay, so now I need to align my stencil with these stars. Okay, yeah, because I want to make sure that the stars on the white panel go in line with my stars on the watercolor stripes when the card is finished and when I assemble it. So I line my stars, and okay, so now I can remove this panel, and I'll just ink color my stars. Okay. Okay, so here I have my panel. So I tried to make my stars sort of 2 shades. So I added both Distress Oxide inks, one with a regular blending tool and one with a mini dauber. So now I can adhere my panel. So I can align it and I can adhere it, and it will be a continuous line of stripes, line of stars. I'm going to trace some of the stars with my golden pen just to add some additional interest to this panel, and maybe I'll add some golden splatters. What do you think? I think it will look lovely. Okay, this one. I offset the stars a little bit. You obviously don't have to do that, but I think I like the look of these stars. We can also add just a golden star here, for example. And maybe a bigger one here at the top. Okay. So we have 4 golden stars now. Let's make it 5, right? Let's make it somewhere here. My golden pen is quite thick. It's number 1, so it's not actually very easy to draw small stars with this golden pen, but maybe you have a thinner pen. Okay, so we can add some golden splatters, or we can add some these splatters in these colors. Okay, so we basically just need to assemble the card and add a sentiment. So you will see the final card in the photos in the end of the video. I hope you like this idea. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great day. Be safe, stay healthy, and see you again soon. Bye.